Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it is currently 10:40 p.m. This video is not going anywhere near how I planned. I wanted to sit down, do the reread on camera. I wanted to give you guys my thoughts comparing my first time reading a book to my second time reading a book. I wanted to talk about when the movie was first announced till today, from before I saw it and then after, which we're still going to talk about. It's not the way I wanted it to go, but hey, it is what it is. I'm still going to compare the book to the first time I read it to the second time I read it, when it was first announced, the casting, the looks, and I also want to talk about the press tour because drama. And then I literally just came back from seeing it. Let's start this video. I would show y'all the book, but after the movies, I gave it to my cousin because I told her she has homework. She has until Sunday to read this book so we could talk about it and compare it to the movie. The first time reading this book, if you guys know, there's so many red flags in that book, and they all just went over my head the first time. When it comes to Coho books, anything that's shock value, traumatic, crazy, I either black out or I literally skip over it when I'm reading it. So if I didn't say this in the beginning, this is a spoiler video. I am going to tell y'all what happened in the book. This is for people who've read the book, who's having second thoughts seeing the movie, who've seen the movie. I'm telling it all. In the book, there's like 3 main scenes that are red flags. In the first 2, it went over my head. You would have thought I was a Lily. Literally, the first incident when he pushed her and she hit her head on the counter, I thought it was just like a drunk mistake because they were drinking. So I really thought, like it was the alcohol, maybe they were tipsy, dizzy, whatever. Then the second time when he pushed her down the stairs, I really thought she tripped and fell. It wasn't until the third incident where I was like, this wasn't blackout, spur of a moment, I didn't have no control over myself. You sat there, contemplated everything, you planned it all. Like, disgusting. Sorry. I'm literally thinking about it. It's so disgusting. All of that went over my head. So the first time reading the book, even from the very beginning, from the moment they met, there was some things he was saying, and the first time I just thought, I put it up to cute male dominance, like he had potential. The second time around, I was like, that is not cute. You knocked on 29 doors because you knew what building she lived in. You just didn't know which door was hers. To beg her to have sex with you? That's crazy. And then she's gonna go have dinner with her mom and you just insert yourself. Excuse me, sir, you barely know her. That book was just crazy, and it's even more crazier that I didn't see all those red flags the first time reading that book. It is crazy to me. So then when it was announced that it was becoming a movie, I'm not gonna lie, I was excited. I was so excited, and then they leaked who was playing Lily and Ryle, and I think I still have that video up on my TikTok. I'm gonna link it down below. I remember I was okay with Blake Lively playing Lily, but Justin Baldoni, especially the picture they used the picture where his hair was to his shoulders. That was literally how I pictured Atlas in my mind, not Ryle. And I was still having trouble up until I saw the trailer with the idea of him playing Ryle. But yeah, after it was announced, I guess there was people around where they were filming the movie at. And when I say outfits got leaked, people were already up in an uproar about the age difference because Lily's supposed to be in her mid-20s. In the movie, she's in her mid-30s, okay? The outfits, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what are they doing to Lily? Like, this is not cute. But listen, me and my friends, we're just like, you know what? We're not going to put too much expectation on the movie. We're going to go and try to enjoy it and not compare it to the book. But I'm the type of person it's in my nature. I'm going to compare the movie to the book or the show to the book. And if it's not exactly how the book is, I get so mad. Like literally tonight when we went to go see the movie, I'm literally like, he's in a unicorn onesie. He's supposed to be in a red onesie. Like, I'm literally that particular. But I did try to have an open mind this time. So let's fast forward. Now it's the press tour, okay? I don't know how to explain this. So at first, I thought the press tour was so good. It was so good. I liked how they were using the book community and even just TikTok influencers to promote this movie. I don't want to say her name wrong, but I probably am. But she's a chef on TikTok. I think her name is Tiny. They had a segment with her where they made the hot chocolate cookies that Atlas makes in the movies. They had Kiara Lewis do some of the Q&A on social media and during the premiere. premiere. They also did a promo video with several book talkers making bouquets talking about the movie and how much they like the adaptation to screen. So I really like their use of adding the book community to promote this book, because we're the ones that hyped it up to make it become a movie. So I'm really proud about that. But then later on, you start to notice things. You start to see that Justin Baldoni are in none of the press interviews, promo shots with Blake Lively. And you start to notice they're making this look so bright and fun and romantic. They're promoting it like it's a chick flick. And if you read the book, it's to bring awareness about DV. And then you go and see Justin Baldoni's interviews, and he's the only one bringing awareness to it. He's the only one talking about it. And you could tell he read the book because he unsubconsciously quoting this book word for word. For instance, he quoted a part in the book where Lily says, "I don't know why when women go back to their abusers, they're the one being judged when we should be questioning why these men are putting their hands on women." And he literally quotes that in some of his interviews. He expressed how he hated having to go into Raul's head, into that character, how when it came to certain scenes, he let the woman take control because he wanted it in a woman's gaze. And then later on, you find out like the whole cast unfollow him on social media. Like even during the movie premiere night where they all go on the red carpet, they're not seen together. I think it's ridiculous that they didn't want to bring awareness to the situation when the whole movie is about that. I think it's crazy. When I saw that, I was just like, I want to see how seriously these cast members took this role if they're not even promoting it. So tonight, me and my cousin went to go see the movie. That movie, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still judged it very harshly compared to the book, but it was still so good. I still shed a few tears. The message came across how it was supposed to. The scenes itself, it wasn't as, what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't as harsh as it was in the book, but it still tugged at your heartstrings. It still was enough to get your heart racing. I was like scared when I knew those scenes were coming up. It was still a lot to take in. The movie was really good. I think I want to watch it again just so I could fully understand, because there's things they changed from the book in the movie and it made sense. Like it really did. Like there's a scene where, if you read the book, you know when Raul proposed to Lily, it was in the privacy of Alyssa's home, and she was having an intimate conversation with Lily, and then they decided to fly to Vegas, bring their parents, get married. In the movie, it happens right at the hospital when Alyssa gives birth. And at first I was getting mad. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching it, I was like, this is not how it was. This is not how it's supposed to happen. Because again, my cousin didn't read the book before the movie, so she's just like, how is any woman supposed to say no when you're holding a baby and proposing? And I'm just like, dang. They're trying to put him in a narcissistic lens, and it's working. After she said that, I started viewing the movie differently. I understand why they did certain things the way they did. If I was supposed to rate it like a book, 1 to 5 stars, I would give that movie a solid 4 stars. I gave the book 5. The movie was good. I really liked it. And she ended up crying too. And I'm just like, wow, this really touching hearts throughout this movie theater. The girl next to me too, it was so funny because you could tell she read the book. I hear her explaining certain scenes to her boyfriends, and when certain scenes come up, we're both like, like we were both gasping, commenting out loud. It was so funny. I just love the book community. It's like we have an inside joke. We literally do. We have an inside joke. Like I don't know nobody in that room but my cousin, and yet I felt so connected. We all had this one thing in common. We had this one inside joke. It was so good. But that's it. That's all I have to say. Like the movie was good. I highly recommend going to see the movie, and if you haven't read the book, please read the book. You connect with the characters more, because I feel like personally for me, if I never read the book and I went to go see that movie, if I never went through something like that, it would have been hard for me to connect to these characters. And I think I already had this connection with the characters because I read the book. I understood the characters, the struggles they went through that they didn't really touch on in the movie. So I highly recommend reading the book. I do highly recommend the movie. It Ends With Us was so good. That's all I have to say. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in my next one.